In the office of head coach of the Syracuse Crunch, Rob Zettler. Rob joins us for a little Crunch playoff preview. Calder Cup Round 1 begins on Saturday. Rob, it's exciting times here in Crunchland. What has been the theme for the coaching staff to the players this week?
The theme for the staff alone has been video and some late nights getting prepared. And the theme for the players, the coach's message to the players is up-tempo, high pace, lots of energy, and smiles on faces. That's what I'm looking for right now.
With all the preparation that goes into it and you have this full week to prepare, what is the hardest part and what is the easiest part about the preparation?
I think the hardest part, and it's not even really that hard. It's just, the time spent. Especially so because we haven't played Portland. So normally we have a bank of video that we've played these teams before, and we can kind of go back on some of that stuff and saw what worked, what didn't. But we don't have that luxury. We kind of got to start from scratch and rely on some scouting reports from our scouts in Tampa, and then rely on the video work we do here on some games that we watched that they had played recently. So I guess that's the hard part. The fun part or the energized part is just seeing the players and seeing their energy and seeing their focus and seeing how excited they are, because their energy kind of translates and I guess it works both ways. Our energy translates to them as well. So I like having that upbeat and that fun in practice, and we have to portray that as coaches and make sure these guys are feeling good about themselves.
And with the division championship clinched recently, you go into the playoffs on a pretty strong note. You've got some players back from the NHL, perhaps a couple more before Saturday and Sunday's games. But what is the state of the team right now in terms of the personnel? You've got a lot of guys here now. You've got some guys in and out. Injury-wise, what's the state of the team?
We're pretty healthy, other than Mickelson, who's out right now, and probably won't see him in the first round. Be lucky at the end of it, maybe. But other than that, we're pretty healthy right now, and we'll see what happens with Tampa, and we'll see if we get a couple more guys from them. Energy-wise and fun level, these guys are ready to rock and roll. We had 2 days off on Monday and Tuesday. I think that was great. The sun was shining here in Syracuse, so they got some energy off that. And we've had, in my mind, 2 really good practices where it's been upbeat and quick pace. So I feel like we're getting ready to go here.
And as you still have these few days here to prepare, we've talked about a 5-game homestand to finish the regular season, and then 2 playoff games to start at home. So 7 games at home, that's a long time here at home. What are some of the things that the group has done, whether it's the players or the staff, to make sure that the guys don't feel like they're shut in here at home? They're getting out and doing some team bonding.
Well, we did a couple things last week, got together for some lunches and just a couple of off-site things. We went go-karting last week and did some fun things like that. So, but this week was been, what I was looking for this week was to give them, we played 3-3. So that's a grind on any team. And then the grind of the season. I wanted to give them 2 days off so we could come in Wednesday and kind of start fresh. And that, as we'll tell come Saturday night at 7:30, but if the 2 practices that we've had so far are any indication, then it was a good thing and it was the right move.
So it's the Portland Pirates. You mentioned you've done some preparation. Best of 5 in the first round. A little bit different than a best of 7, but you have the 2 at home and then potentially 2 on the road, and then, if necessary, Game 5 back at home. Different than the 2 and 3. So tell me, what do you think the value is of having the 2-2-1 versus the 2-3, and how things match up against Portland?
Well, the 2-3, I guess, can scare you a little bit if you lose that first one or lose first 2 and you don't have home ice. I always think, you play the regular season for a reason, and we earned home ice, so we should take advantage of it. And I always like to start, whether it's a shootout, I like to start first. It's the playoffs, I like to start at home. We earned that right, and we're going to take advantage of it. And then I just think, coming down and getting, you have 2 games at home, you feel good about it, and then hopefully we get off to a good start here where we are, the best team in the league as far as scoring first. That's a factor at home as well. We'll get our fans behind us at home. Hopefully it'll be a sellout crowd on Saturday night, we're hoping. So we hope to see a lot of people out there and get some energy with the crowd.
In terms of the Pirates, you mentioned you haven't seen them all year. So in going through the video, talking with your scouts, have you guys been able to put together a game plan, and what might we expect from the team in terms of style, pace, to sort of approach the Pirates and do whatever you guys can do to defeat them?
I'd be giving away trade secrets, though, wouldn't I, Dan? I can't.
Well, I have to ask these things, though.
You're required to ask that?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
All right. So I'll give you the stock answer. How about that? We will go with, we did our homework. These guys are a skilled team. They have some skill up front. They have a couple really skilled defensemen that can make some plays. And I think we just got to be you can't get too enamored or too focused on what they're doing. We got to keep in mind why we were successful this year. And the reasons is because we play an in-your-face style of hockey and we play a quick pace, upbeat style of hockey. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to come as advertised come Saturday.
And the Syracuse Crunch with home games to start the playoffs Saturday at 7:30, Sunday at 7:30 against the Portland Pirates in the Eastern Conference quarterfinals as the Syracuse Crunch begin that trek towards hopefully capturing that Calder Cup. Head coach of the Crunch, Rob Zettler, thanks very much for your preview, as much information as you can provide for us, and best of luck in the first round.
Thanks, Dan.
With Rob Zettler, I'm Dan Duva.